There is one instrument that is vital to almost every kind of band and has been overlooked for many years. This instrument is the electric bass guitar. The electric bass guitar is not as flashy as the electric guitar or as mainstream as the piano, but the bass is just as vital to the harmony, melody, and rhythm section of a song as the other instruments themselves. It's pretty easy to start playing just because you're hitting one note instead of hitting 6 as in a guitar. But there are also advanced techniques such as slap, pop, and chords that adds a texture to the song that is different than you normally expect from a bass. There's tempos and rhythm that allows the bass to take control of the song and lead it in the directions it needs to go. It's pretty easy to learn and very important in all kinds of different bands. The electric bass guitar is not as flashy as the guitar, but it's probably more useful. The electric guitar has been romanticized all across culture. A lot of kids want to grow up to be rock guitarists, but very few, if none, want to grow up to be rock bassists. The bass communicates between the rhythm section and the melody section, allowing sort of a passageway between the drums and the guitar. The bass guitar is basically a regular guitar except an octave deeper and often played one note at a time instead of a bunch of notes. Without the bass, the guitar usually gets off tempo and then the rest of the song spirals out of control. The bass guitar is a relatively humble instrument. It just sort of sits there playing and lets everything else be flashy as it builds on top of it. The bass guitar has pretty basic shape. So you have the body here, like this. This is the body, the neck, and the head. On the body you have pickups here, which these pick up what the sounds that the strings make. And then on the neck you have the fretboard. On the fretboard, each one of these is called a fret, and each one is a note. So you play one, they each have a different note. And you play it by usually picking or plucking. Picking, you just use a pick like a normal guitar, and for plucking, you use fingers and you just sort of bring it here and pluck and pluck. And you pick your notes, you just stick your finger right behind the fret here like this, and then you pluck to get a different note for each fret and each string. The strings each have a different tuning, so they sound different on themselves. There are advanced techniques such as slapping. Slapping is where you just hit the string with your thumb like this here, and usually you stop this for mute the string afterwards to get the iconic pop sound, or slap sound I should say. And speaking of pop, it's where you just take the pinky here and you just pull the string out, sort of like this here, pull it out, and it can be for any of the strings, and you can also press down on the frets while you do it. The slap and pop are often paired together to get a slap/pop sound. Another one is chords. It's just where you play multiple strings at once. Usually it's played with the thumb like this, across like that. And that's basically some advanced and simple techniques for playing the bass. Rhythm and tempo are very important when playing the bass. The rhythm tells the drums what to do and how to do it, and the tempo that you set dictates the rest of the song from there on out. So the faster you play, generally, the more the song is built, and then if you play less notes, the song is generally slower. The bass leads the rhythm and communicates the rhythm to the melody. And that's a basic overview of the bass, and I hope you see why it's important.